Hey, I'm Sue Henry, aka Sassy Broad, and today we are talking about the power of an email list. So, I'm going to go over a few things that you want to include once you have a list, and then what you can do if, in fact, you don't have a list. The whole point of having an email list is to attract the people that want, need, and are willing to buy what you have. What problem do you solve? And then you create this community in your email campaign of people who were your tribe, people who were looking for the solution you offer, and they're interested in getting more information and pursuing that so that they can solve that problem. So let's go ahead and get started. Today, we are talking about the power of an email list. So, so, You've probably heard that the fortune is in the list, right? And that's true. The fortune is in the list. The whole point of our email list is to have it filled with people who resonate with us. They like the way we do business. They like the way we talk. They like the stories we share. They like the solution we offer and the way we represent the problem. And they love how we talk about the happily ever after. Because, see, people don't buy products and services, they buy what it will give them. So we hear all these people who talk about, oh yeah, I want to make $10,000 a month. That's great. But why? Is it just so you have $10,000 in the trunk of your car to drive around? Of course not. It's what that money represents. It's what it's going to buy them, the relief it's going to give them, the power it's going to give them. All of those things come into play. And that's how we need to look at what you're offering to your subscribers. So there's three steps to building your list. And it's the first one is you want to have a freebie. You want to have something that they're going to opt in for. And it's usually some type of a small guide, something of that nature. Um, I see everything from, yes, what's one I saw the other day, 250 faceless videos that you can get as a lead magnet or the freebie. And then when you signed up, then you're going to get those, and now you're on that person's list. So who was that person attracting? On there, they're attracting people who understand the power of video but don't want to go on and have their face showing at this point. So now they're filling their email campaign, all of their list, with people who are looking for that as a solution to marketing, so that they don't have to be out there but with their face, either because they're afraid of the camera or because maybe they don't want their friends, family, coworkers, etc. to see it. The second thing that you need is, as far as a step to building your funnel or to building your list, is your funnel. So you want to have a funnel. So the landing page is just the first part. So what happens is, I'm going to show you this in a minute, but you'll have your freebie, and then you're going to create a page that you talk a little bit about the freebie, and then they're going to put in their email address and their name, and it's going to go into your campaign then. And then your first email is going to have that product or whatever it is that you offered as part of the first email, so that they can quickly download it or access it there. So first, you're going to, you need to create this freebie. Secondly, you need to have a landing page where you're going to be able to collect the email addresses and send people on an automated basis what they signed up for. So this means you're going to need some kind of an autoresponder for your email campaigns. And then the third is building your list. It's not enough to just get them on your list. You want to make sure that you're nurturing them. And I love the word nurture. A lot of times they'll call it a follow-up campaign. But when you're nurturing your list, what are you doing? You're using your emails, the way you're communicating with them, to share stories and ideas and solutions and thought processes, and getting them to know you as well as what it is you offer. And with all of the AI now, creating these stories is super easy. We want them compelling. We want it so that people can feel the pain, but then they also see the solution. And then what's it going to give them? What's the happily ever after, because people buy based on emotion. So if we can't trigger that emotion of the relief of, oh, first I'm in all this pain, and this is what I'm going to get. Yes, I'm ready to take that step. That's what we want our emails to do. Now, every single email isn't going to be where you're selling them something, but you're always going to have a call to action. So, Sue, what does that mean? So maybe in the second email, the first email they get, there it's going to have the link where they can access or download whatever it is that they got for free. The second one might be, have you had a chance to look at page 2 yet? On page 2, it asks you specifically to do this. So what I'd like you to do is read that again, grab a pen and paper, and write down how that impacted you, or answer those questions that were in that, so that you have a better idea. See, we're asking them to do something. We're conditioning them to know we're going to ask them to do something. And when we have this sprinkled throughout every email where we're asking them to do something, then when we do ask them to buy, it's not going to feel, ooh, now they're asking me to buy. We've already conditioned them so that they're used to us asking something, and it's just going to be a non-issue. Makes sense? So those are the things that we really want to do. So what does a landing page look like? Well, this is a sample of the landing page that I'm going to talk about at the end here. And this is how to create a business where you're making 10K in 30 days, or every 30 days. Now, obviously, when you first get it and you get started, you're going to have to learn some things before you can get to that point. But this lays out the exact blueprint or the map on how to make that happen for you. It might be 6 months before you get that 10K a month, but if you don't do it, if you don't get the ebook and you don't start implementing what it's taught and doing some of those things, you're going to be even further away from the 10K. So that's what I want you to think about. If you're creating your own freebie for your business, it needs to have really, really good information. And that's what this does. So the landing page, it's got a big opt-in, and it says, discover how to build a profitable um, online business. Well, what's powerful about that is I'm attracting people who want to build an online business. If they don't want to build an online business, they're not going to sign up, and we're all good. The other thing is because I target older people, since I am old, and I target older people because our retirement, our pensions, all that money just isn't taking care of how everything's got more expensive. So I have a photo on there that is likely to it represents the people that I'm targeting, the people I enjoy working with, and I like. And so we have a lot of things in common. Now, does this mean that if somebody doesn't look like that picture, if they're younger, older, maybe different ethnicity, etc., that they're not going to sign up? No, but it helps give an idea of my brand and who I am and who I serve. And it's going to be more attractive because somebody who's older, who looks at a picture and they see a 20 something doing everything on their phone, they're going to say, oh, I can't do that. Right? So again, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing in your landing page, it represents your tribe. Now, when we talk about your nurturing sequence, and again, that's what I love to call it. That's going to be the automated emails that you've got set up. Maybe you've got 10, maybe you've got 14 that are going to go out over the next, 4 to 8 weeks. And these nurturing emails, again, you're going to have the call to action. So what do you say in these emails to build that rapport, to build that trust, to build that connection, so that when they're finally ready to buy, they feel so good about you and connected to you and how you deliver information to them, that they raise their hand and they say, yes, I'm ready to buy. And then you get the sale. So first thing is, you want to use stories to illustrate your points. You've probably heard this: facts tell, but stories sell. Stories have an emotional element to them. So when, storytellers, great storytellers, are the highest paid people on the planet. Master a little bit of that skill and bring that into your email, and it's going to be really powerful, because people are going to feel where they're at. They're going to feel that pain. They're going to feel the process or the journey of finding a solution and implementing that solution. And then they're going to feel the relief of, oh, look at, this is what I did. It allows them to believe in themselves because of these stories, because sometimes they don't believe in themselves. So if they can see this in a story, it's really powerful. Now, again, you can use AI in order to create great stories. You want them simple, you want them to the point, and you want to make sure that your overall list is what you are promoting to people, or, the same topic. So I am an affiliate marketer and I love online marketing. I love online businesses. So that's what I promote. So I can cover a wide gamut. If you're in the health field, if you're in beauty, I mean, there's so many different things you could do, but make sure you kind of keep in that same genre or within that same topic as you're doing things. Okay, the second part of this is in the nurturing sequence is to give value. It's not just about asking questions or just about selling. It's not about pitch slapping, but it's about giving real value. And that's powerful. The third part is let them know who you are and the problems you solve and how you can help them. So, in my emails, oftentimes I talk about things that are going on in our organic dairy farm. Are they farmers? No, but they can appreciate the stories and some of the things we're dealing with. And again, there's always a way to spin that into some kind of business lesson or moral or something like that. I get a lot of emails back from people, responses where they say, "Oh, I remember when my grandparents had a farm and I was a kid and we used to go there. We used to do this, and oh, it seemed like it was always the hottest day of the year that we had to throw bales up into the haymow." It stimulates conversation and allows us to see the things that we have in common. And again, that's a great starting point. And then I talked about this already. The fourth part is always have a call to action in every email, but that doesn't mean you're always selling. Makes sense? So you always want to have some kind of a call to action. And I prefer to have those actually in my PS because people, they read the subject line first. And then once they open up the email, they usually go down to the PS and see what it says there. And then they go back up and they read. It seems kind of odd. I don't read it that way, but studies have shown that's how people do it. So we want to make sure that we're cognizant of that when we're creating our nurturing campaign or our nurturing sequence for people who join our list. And then the last part, last part is maybe you think, oh, yes, I want to have an email list, but Sue, I don't know what to offer. I don't have a product. I don't have a freebie. I don't even know where to start. What's an autoresponder? Or how do I get this all set up? And that's where I could really help you. See, I belong to a couple of different programs that I promote because they're so dang good. And they actually walk you through all of the steps and teach you the skills you'll need in order to have a profitable business. And once you learn these skills, it doesn't matter what you market, you're going to have success. But one of the problems is that we get so caught up before these programs were out there is we would get so caught up in trying to do this part and then trying to do this part and trying to do this part and then trying to put them together and it just didn't work. It was like it was like we took a cake recipe from 5 different cookbooks and just took a little bit from each one and then thought we were going to have great results. It doesn't happen. What these programs do is it gives you the opportunity to have something to sell so you can use their lead magnet. So you're learning how to do this. It's already got the funnel set up. It's already got emails in there that all you have to do is go in and tweak. It's got a landing page that all you go in and do is tweak it a little bit and put your picture, the picture that looks for like your tribe in there, and everything is spelled out for you A to Z. And as long as you go through the process and you do the work, you will have success. Honest. So what I did in this video or in this slide is you can see that I've got, sassybro.com/10K. If you go into that, you're going to be able to sign up. You'll get to that landing page, put your name and your email in, and just see how the process works. Obviously, you can unsubscribe anytime, but it's going to give you an idea of how the process works, what all is included, and how you can finally have that business that you want and make extra money without having to go get another job, without selling your soul or anything like that. And before long, you're going to find that it really is true. The fortune is in the list because you can build on social media, you can build on all these other platforms, but you don't own the list. When you give them something to opt into and they're in your email, now they are on your list and you don't have to worry about somebody coming and kicking you out of that platform and all of a sudden you've lost all your connections. So I'm Sue Henry, aka Sassy Broad. I hope if you like this video, you will go ahead and hit subscribe And then hit the bell notification, because I do a lot of videos that are all about how can you easily and simply create an online business that adds some money into your pocket so that you've got a little bit more money at the end of the month. I don't know about you, maybe it's $300 for a car payment, maybe you want a lot more, but you have to start somewhere. So the whole purpose of these programs isn't so that you can just go and resell the program and make money. The whole purpose is so that you learn those skills. And as you're learning those skills, it gives you something to promote. So marketing this program to earn money along the way is just a perk. It's not the purpose. So go ahead, please hit the subscribe button. I'm Sue Henry, aka Sassy Broad, and we will see you next week.